Alright, how's everything going? So, it's nearly midnight, so I'm trying to be, somewhat quiet. Um, a little bit different topic than, usually spoken on this channel. I want to talk a little bit about, customer service. So, as you can see, I'm wearing my hashtag Team O'Reilly shirt. So I work at O'Reilly Auto Parts. This goes beyond just O'Reilly Auto Parts or any other auto parts in general. Um, to me, customer service is important. It is the number one. It's the first impression that you're going to have on that customer, and it's going to give them an impression that is basically going to be how they view you as a person. So, for me, and I'm not trying to make this sound like a training video for someone or something. I'm just trying to help somebody out there out, because I had to learn. So, basically for me, a customer comes in, first thing I say is, hey, how's it going? What can I help you with? And I take it from there. It's pretty important because, number one, if you don't say anything when someone walks in the door, they're going to think, oh, you don't care, or they're too busy to help me. No. Even if you're, I don't know what you could be doing. If you're just standing there, someone walks in the door goes ding, or, whatever. Customer walks in, hey, how you doing? What can I help you with? Even if you're on the phone. Hey, how you doing? I'll be right with you. That lets them know that, hey, I'm acknowledged and they want to help. So, that's important. Another important thing, at least in the, now this is part of the auto parts industry. Customers looking for a specific part. Let's give, trying to think of a hard to get part for, something. Let's give an example. My brother, he's got a 91 Camry. Let's say we needed to look up an idle air control valve. Idle air control valve, you look it up on our part system and it's not available directly. So, we can't order it from a warehouse and we can't special order it from the factory. It's discontinued. However, say it's a customer's car, same thing. You can't get it, the warehouse can't get it. What are you going to do? You can still use this, and you can still use the internet. There's still Google. Heck, I've even found things off of Amazon. If we've ordered, well, not from Amazon, we've ordered things off of eBay that we couldn't get, and we've done it that way. But yeah, I get people all the time that come in the store and I'm not ragging on AutoZone, because AutoZone, they're great. They're great. They send us a lot of people, we send them a lot of people. They're really great. As a company, awesome. I've even walked in there with this shirt on, bought stuff because we didn't have it and because they had it. So, and I had no problems with it. They had no problems with it. I don't have any problems with it. But I get people all the time that come in and just say, oh, well, they didn't they didn't even say hello to me. I stood there for 30 minutes and they just, talking to each other, and I just left. And, to me, I I don't know what it is or why, but I mean, when I hear something like that, it gives me the kind of vibe that I guess they just didn't um, care enough. So, you know, I mean, it works for us in the long run because yeah, we got the customer, but at the same time, you know, now they feel like crap because they might have needed something like an emergency. You never know. Any situation could be, or you never know what their situation could be. They could have a relative dying, and now they've got to make some big journey to go, visit them before they die. And, they walk into a part store to get a part, and, they're already having a bad day because they got some news. And now their day's getting even worse because they go into a place and they just, didn't bother to help them. So, anytime I get that, I try to, number one, make them feel like they're important. So, like I said, the first thing, say hello. It's pretty important. I take it very seriously when I'm at work. I go to work and I'm like, all right, who am I going to help today? Sort of. And for instance, I try to take it to the next level when I can. Say it's raining outside. Someone comes in, they need a battery. It's raining. Of course, they're going to ask if we put them in. And I'm going to say yes. They're going to say, are you sure because it's raining outside? I'm going to say, I don't care. It's just water. Typically, I've got quite a few of these Under Armour shirts. They're really awesome, especially if it's hot outside or if it's raining, because, if someone needs a battery, I'll just take this shirt off, and, I don't get this shirt soaking wet. This shirt, it don't matter if it gets wet. It just, it dries out quickly. So I'll go out there and I'll grab the tools I need so the whole cart doesn't get soaked. And I'll go put that battery in there, rain or shine. It doesn't bother me. It's just water. It dries off, It's just water. Same thing with windshield wipers. Yeah, I don't care. It's raining. It's just water. It doesn't bother me. But, there's other people around that just, would rather not. And that's understandable, If you don't want to get wet, that's fine. That's your thing. I don't care. It's just water. Now the only thing that does bug me is my pants get soaked. They don't dry out as easy, but they'll dry out eventually. It is what it is. But I don't know. I know I kind of went here and there on that topic. It's not something I usually talk about, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, I think that's about it. I just kind of needed to talk about it, because it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to people out there. So, yeah. If you want, you can leave a comment and just tell me about some of your customer service experiences, whether it be O'Reilly's or anywhere in general. I mean, I've got one I've got one at Walmart. I'll give you. I called. What was it? Yeah, it's actually for this thing here. Got one of these little Stirling engines here, and it uses denatured alcohol for fuel. So I bought this thing. Came in the mail. I got it, and I was really happy to have it. And it came time to fire it up for the first time. And so I called Walmart because I went on their website, noticed that it had denatured alcohol on the listings on the website. So I called them. Spoke to customer service. Hey, do you guys sell any denatured alcohol? No, I don't think so. I was like, okay, well, can you transfer me to paint? She was like, yeah. So she transfers me to paint. I asked the guy in paint, which should know because he or she has to stock that stuff there. So they should know what they have on the shelf. And get to the paint guy. Hey, do you guys sell any denatured alcohol, or do you carry it in stock? No, we don't have that. Like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen it here before. Like, okay. And by this point, what was it? Yeah, at this point I worked in one town, and there was a Walmart there, and I had already made it home by the time I thought about, needing it. So I drive back out. I drive all the way back into town to go to Walmart just because I want to check and see, do they have denatured alcohol? Honestly, I should have just gone there to begin with because, obviously they didn't want to help. They didn't care. They didn't give a crap. They didn't care enough to tell me that, they didn't even give a crap enough to go out and look, especially the paint guy. I can understand the customer service lady not knowing. That's fine. I get that. You work up front and you're not anywhere near the paint, and you probably don't have to stock the paint. So I get it. That's why I asked to speak to the paint guy. He should know. He's back there. He stocks that stuff. He should know. I get in there. I find it in less than 2 minutes. I go and find the paint guy, and I was like, hey, I just called about 20 minutes ago about this. Just want to let you know that you have it. And there's like 6 more on the shelf. He's like, oh, well, I didn't know. I was like, but you should know. You have to stock this stuff. How do you not know? So that's one customer service experience that I've had that it just sucked. So most any other time, Walmart has been very, very good. Besides that one problem that I've had just there, I really couldn't think of any other bad customer service things that I've had. But if you have any to share, please comment them. If you have any good ones to share, please comment those as well. I've got plenty of good ones. I'll share one more before I finish up. Let's see. This is not this one. Okay, this one's not a place that you can walk into or anything. OtterBox. Everyone knows OtterBox. Everyone has OtterBox on their phones. Most everybody, anyways. Especially the guys. OtterBox. Great customer service. This was back when I was in high school. I think I was in... I was a freshman. Okay, so yeah, I was a freshman in high school. I had... or no, I take that back. I was a sophomore Yeah, I was a sophomore. This was about mid-year. Um, I was in the marching band. Believe it or not, I was in the marching band. Played the big old tuba. It was all cool and whatnot. Um, we go to Universal for a trip, and Daytona 500. We go to that. I won an iPod Touch out of this Keymaster game. Coolest thing ever. I've never won anything out of one of those games before, so it was really awesome. And it was at the time, it was the iPod Touch fourth generation. It was the coolest thing. I was like, awesome. This thing is awesome. Um, well, anyway, I get back. I didn't have a case for it, so a friend of mine that was in my homeroom class, she had an old case from hers, and she gave it to me. So I get it home, and it's an OtterBox, and a couple of places in the plastic it was cracked. So I'm like, crap. Well, I get to looking online. I think I had a job at the time. I can't remember how old I was. It was, I think I was 16 or something. Something like that. But yeah, I get to looking online and come across their website and everything, and notice that they had a warranty thing. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Well, they get you to take a picture of this QR code that's on the inside of the case, and luckily it was still visible. So I take a picture of it, and it's a serial number 2. You take a picture of that and send it to them. And they sent me one. And I was like, gosh, that's really cool. And they actually sent me one in a different color than the one I had. I had a blue one, and they sent me a gray one. That was really cool. So I didn't even have to, I got a completely different color than what I had. And I got it for free because that warranty thing that they have is just, it's great. So even though I didn't personally buy the case, the fact that OtterBox warrants their cases is just perfect. And I've had several different cases from them that just over the course of time, sometimes you got to take the phone out of the case and clean it off and clean the case. And after you do that a couple times, it starts to break. So it's pretty awesome that they have that warranty there. And I believe I want to say OtterBox also owns LifeProof, and I think they have the same thing. So like, say you have a LifeProof case, and the little like for the iPhones, they have like a little plastic film that goes over the home button, so Touch ID works. And a lot of times those will rip open over time. And even they same thing. You can take a picture of the damage, take a picture of the little serial code in there, and they'll send you one. And it's really awesome. And they have great customer service with that. And I mean, can't complain. So yeah, that's a few of mine. Like I said, if you have any, please comment them, good or bad. I'd like to just hear your thoughts, Some of your customer service experiences would, anyone else that watches, they'll read the comments and they'll be able to see, hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, just let me know. Alrighty. Have a good one, everyone.